What's going on, everybody? This is episode 9 of the Esports Rundown podcast. We be talking about them Rocket Leagues, Valorants, COD, CSGO. Oh, I went out of order. League of Legends, CSGO, and Apex. Totally, because Apex definitely has
Yeah,
esports.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Me too, man.
Yeah, zero.
Yeah.
Literally,
Mhm.
we have not talked
Right.
about Apex except I think
Zilch.
for like the first 2 episodes, maybe even only the first episode. I could be wrong. But we move it into Rocket League right now. We got Rocket League up on deck. Dom's, doing this, trying to warm up his damn hands, even though he lives in Florida and it's 52 here in Michigan. Warm up your hands, Dom.
It must be nice.
Yeah.
So
31 in snow.
Yeah.
for shift has a report has multiple reports here. Koi is gonna make a roster move probably for Cheese and Sosa, which would be really good for him. Koi just I'm pretty sure he's gonna be paired with Aqua, so those three together should be competitive in a way to where it's not all boring.
Honestly, I agree. Koi fish do belong in aqua, aka water.
Nice.
I don't
I'm
like
glad
this
that
guy.
got came to laugh
Yeah,
real
I don't
quick.
like this guy.
Yeah, I don't know about this
Can we-
guy. This BC fella.
We're gonna have a meeting after the pod.
Yeah, we're gonna BC. Can I talk to you here real fast?
Nope. Anyways.
Anyways, we also got Cash to part ways with Quadrant. Moist Esports is probably gonna be picking them up. Really depends. Originally they're supposed to replace Astral. Thank you for the follow. I wish I could say that. I don't know how to pronounce that.
IKJ.
IKJ.
IKJ. Okay.
I love KJ. KJ's a great
Yo,
operator.
What's going on with V1, Dom? That's
anyways,
what
thank
I
you.
want to know.
If you watch the last
it's
pod,
LKJ.
Ooh.
I was kind of
that's
watching.
LKJ. Oh,
if you
shit.
watch the last pod, but
Sorry, IKJ.
So-
LKJ.
basically what's going on with V1 is they have Daniel now and Torment is out, but other than that,
So V1 on top.
V1 should be top 4 no matter what. We also
Actually?
have
We coming?
Yes, V1 should be top 4 no matter what.
We coming.
We also have
coming.
G1 to move forward without Mark by 8, which his story was crazy from BDS to how everything's been going on with him, but apparently they don't want him on the team or they're finding another option. Then with the Cash to part Quadrant, Moist Esports are set to acquire Cash to replace Astral. So other than kind of that's kind of all it for Rocket League right now, and until kind of just
Next month.
next month, I think. Yeah, the whole next month.
They on a nice,
Well, that's what
nice
you
little
told
break.
me like last week.
Yeah. LKJ, hope you're doing good. Appreciate you being here. We are gonna head
Anyways.
into Valorant now.
Yes.
Bow,
My
bow, bow,
favorite
bow.
esport.
Just a little bit of an update on Valorant. EG and Crew right now. I believe Crew might be up on them. Hold up one second. Let me confirm that real fast.
Yeah, it is.
No,
Up. They,
EG is up by
yeah,
1.
EG. I was just watching. It was kind of crazy. They were down big.
Yeah. They're up by 1 right now. I'm interested to see if EG doesn't choke.
No.
Well, that is EG right there.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see.
Anyways, so we have Valorant, and this is the. Sorry, don't know where the fuck that came from. Anyways, this is the Pacific League. So just to break down the scores as we do every single week, DRX is 4-0 and Gen G 4-0. Then Zeta Division is 3-1. Then Paper Rex, Rex, and Paper Rex, and also T1 and Team Secret are all 2-2. Then Global Esports, Talent Esports, and Detonation Focus Me. Oh, actually, no, sorry. Global Esports and Talent Esports 0-3. Detonation Focus Me 0-4. Then for the week 3 and week 4, Rex Keon. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Probably not though. 2-0 to Detonation. Then 0-2 with Paper Rex. April 9th was Zeta versus Global Esports. Zeta took that 2-1. Then DRX took Talon 2-0, and then also April 10th, Gen G versus Team Secret. Gen G took that 2-0.
Nice. What's your favorite organization out of this pool here? Go ahead, give us your favorite name out of all of them.
Oh,
Who you going with, BZ?
Yes,
You
whoever
know
he
what?
picks just ends up losing anyway. So
Yeah, right. That's
well,
what I'm
you
saying.
know, you
Don't
know
place no
me,
bets.
I always go for the underdogs.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
it's the
Focus
name that I
me.
can pronounce the best out of here. We go in Global Esports, because it has to be the best esport if their name is global.
Right,
So
right.
it's
I
not
believe
just like
that's
NA
the
or EU.
I
It's
believe that's
global.
the Indian team that's on there. The team from
I
India.
mean, look here, they may be
Are you
0 and
sure?
3 and probably will not pick up any other fucking games this entire series, but it's fine cuz the underdogs always win somehow. At least they're getting a name out there so they can get picked up by a different organization maybe, or they win the championship
I
of
do know
Valorant,
Right.
whatever
Gen
it
G
is.
and DRX do play this Saturday, so that'll be interesting. Even though DRX is going to mop the floor with them because DRX is the best team in the Pacific region by
Ooh.
far.
I'm gonna take Gen G on this one.
Okay. Well,
I think Gen G's gonna mop the floor
that
with
little
DRX.
black book is coming out, and it's over.
All right.
You
DRX
know what,
just
boys?
they walk
I
through this whole
I
division.
honestly feel like Destination Focus Me is going to win.
Okay, anyway, so moving on to the European League here. We're going to pretend that BZ did not just say that. So my boys over at the Fnatic HQ 4-0 on this, the number 1 in the league. Who's surprised? Not this guy. Number 2 is Foot at 3-1.
Let's go,
Uh,
Fut. They're not getting fucked this time.
Let's
Woo.
go. Vitality 3-1 at number 3. Number 4 is Navi 3-1. Navi minus no simple. Otherwise they'd be 4 now. Giants are 2-2, which they are 5th place. Number 6 in the league or standings is Team Liquid 2-2. They're dog shit. Anyways, moving on. Number 7 is Team Heretics 1-3. Then it goes Koi 1-3. Then it goes Carmine Core 1-3. And then the Turks at 0-4. BBL
BBL.
Esports. You know what though? I don't think they're really that bad. I just
They're
think
not.
that
Again, remember, Cam, as I said, underdogs always win.
okay, all right,
And
all right.
we'll be getting into some underdogs
Oh,
real
God.
quick here soon. I can't wait. So I get to talk so much shit to
all right.
everybody who doubted me.
Looking at the matches for this past week, April 12th, they had a Navi versus Team Heretics game 2-1 on Navi. Koi lost to Foot 0-2 on April 13th. TL, Team Liquid, lost to Fnatic 0-2.
Of
No
course.
surprise there. April 14th had Giants versus BBL. Giants 2-0'd, and Vitality 2, Carmine Core a little bit later in the day on April 14th. Those are your games. That's your weather
Also,
for today.
I should say about the Pacific League, I literally forgot to even talk about week 4 for it. Real quick, DRX beat Paper X 2-0. RRQ, which is the other Rex team, beat Team Secret. April 16th, we got Gen G versus T1. Unlike League, Gen G won 2-0. Then Zeta versus Destination Focus Me, that is 2-0. And then also tomorrow we got the team, the myth, the legends, Global Esports versus Talon Esports.
Battle of the
At
only
least one
three.
of them they won't be 1 in, or they will be 1-3. They won't be 0-4.
Right. Right. Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
Alrighty, we'll go NA
Sure.
Cope here.
Oh.
We got
Let's get a copium.
Furia, the little copium for NA. Furia and Loud, the Brazilian orgs leading the way 2-0.
Yeah.
Cloud9 surprising everyone after making a couple roster moves, dropping Vanity and Yay, kind of crazy. They're in third at 2-1. MIBR 2-1. That's Leviathan, right?
Yep.
Leviathan. How do I say it? I don't know. They're actually 2-1 right now. They beat Sentinels today. Then you got Sentinels and 100 Thieves. They're both 1-2. NRG and 8th at 1-2. Crew 0-2. Evil Geniuses 0-2. And they are currently facing right now.
Yep.
Now,
but other than
True.
that, we
It's
had
the bottom
C9.
of the bottoms.
Yeah. Yeah.
now
Yeah.
here,
EG is
here's the thing,
bad, bad.
boys. I talk about underdogs and everything like that, right?
Oh,
We've been talking about underdogs,
Uh-huh.
but literally,
Right.
I cannot wait for Gen G to go 0 and like 18. Like honestly, or not Gen G. Sorry,
Gen
EG. My
G. I
bad.
thought you were still
My
stuck on
EG.
Pacific.
no EG. EG. It's kind of close to GG, and that's what they're going to be hearing every single game when they lose. GG.
So here's the thing about this.
Uh-huh.
I actually kind of like what EG has done because they have actually dropped BCJ, which is their weak link, and have promoted Demon One to the roster, and that's why they actually are performing pretty well right now.
You know,
Because of that.
Cam, as your hat says, women love me, fish fear me. See, EG fears me to even speak a good
Right.
thing about them. Because if I do,
Uh-huh.
because I talked about it in Counter-Strike, I spoke a very good thing about them, and they hated me. And they lost
That's
to
great.
prove everything.
Alrighty. Well, this week we had C9 versus 100 Thieves, and C9 2-0'd them. No one expected that at all.
Yeah.
Shocked the world right there. Then we had NRG and MIBR. MIBR takes that 2-1.
Yep.
And we're waiting for the results of EG and Crew. And then tomorrow we got Loud and Furia. Battle up top. That'll be a good match.
I agree. Really not much else going on in the Valorant scene, I'll be honest
Oh,
with you.
also, I guess we can talk about XQC didn't pick up Turtle Troop.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
They just
True, big
ghosted him
true.
apparently after
Yeah.
putting an offer and getting accepted. Ghosting.
Well,
Oh my
now
gosh.
moving on to Call of Duty, Kamsy's field of expertise here, because I have no clue about anything with Call of Duty besides my amazing
You say this
zombies
for
tier
Rocket
list.
League? You say this for
Please,
Apex? You
Apex,
say
yeah,
this for
everything.
Valorant, really? You
Yeah.
say this for League of Legends?
It's
time for you to expand your horizons.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think
No,
it's time for you
okay.
to start
I will
watching
say
this,
this.
stuff, man.
I have started watching Val a little bit,
Okay, all right.
which
I
is
respect
Alrighty.
that.
I
Well,
still refuse to watch League of Legends.
Today was
That's fine.
the last, or this weekend was the last Major 4 qualifier weekend. The matches go as followed: Toronto and Las Vegas. Vegas won that 3-2. Pretty decent upset because Ultra won the major last time. Optic Texas 3-0 to LAG. The Gorillas are very bad, no surprise there. Atlanta FaZe 3-2 against Minnesota. Rocker were down early. They got
talk about it.
absolutely pummeled. If the game lasted longer in map 1, Abizi would have broke the kill record easily. The game was like 6 minutes long. They mopped the floor with us. And then you go to the next day, Subliners against the Ravens, 3-1. This goes to the subs. Vegas went on a hot streak, beating Florida, even though they're garbage, 3-1. Optic Texas against Boston, another bottom barrel team, 3-1. Optic Texas just OP. Seattle versus FaZe. Seattle takes it 3-0. Shocking. Because, FaZe is supposed to be demons, but apparently not. Then Seattle came in 3-0 to LAG today. LA Thieves 3-0 Minnesota Rocker today. And the Subliners 3-0 the Boston Breach today. Sunday was full of 3-0s.
Why?
It was great.
So
On Friday, we had a nice upset with Vegas and Ultra. Standy was just dropped by Ultra and picked up by Vegas Legion, and he went fucking nuclear and made a statement.
Yeah.
That's just the unwritten rules of COD. First
That's the
time
beauty of
facing the
it.
team that just dropped you, you don't lose.
yeah.
The dude was plus 39 on the series.
Oof.
Just went demon mode, just
Um,
frying.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that Hugh was just popping off. Like he's disgusting. Like all of a sudden, I know he's always been good, but like I've heard that he's like
He's
particularly
popping off. Pred went crazy this weekend.
I'm
Sib
surprised.
went crazy for Seattle. It was weird. It was like it was a nice weekend. Rocker started 2-0, ended 0-3, so they're 2-3 to finish. Optic Texas breezed through the quals at 5-0. The bracket got released. If anyone wants to talk about that,
I got
Oh,
this.
Oh,
I
Oh,
got
let's go.
this.
All
Okay.
right, all right.
You got round 1. We got Optic versus Boston Breach. Then we got Subliners versus Legion. Then you got Thieves versus Rocker. Rocker's gonna lose. So we got Surge
Smoke.
versus FaZe. FaZe is gonna win that. Then at the bottom, awaiting the upper rounds, you got Ultra, Mutineers, Ravens, and the Gorillas.
Yeah, so the surprising team to be down there is Toronto, I'd say,
Yeah.
as they just literally won the last major.
Yep.
But
Kamzy, quick question for you, pal.
answer daily double.
Daily double. I'm curious. What's your predictions for round 1? I'm curious for winners at least.
Optic
Rocker.
3 over Boston.
Okay.
Subliners 3-2 over Vegas.
Ooh, okay.
Thieves 3-1 over Rocker.
Yeah.
And FaZe will clutch up here and not get 3-0'd by Surge and win 3-2.
Now, I just have to talk about something here real quick.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right.
The last 2 esports, I was talking about the underdogs,
Okay. Here we
and
go.
I'm a very underdog type.
Do not
person.
take the Mutineers or Gorillas.
I am taking Optic Texas to win the entire thing.
Oh.
All
okay.
right.
I
That's fine.
I
They're
honestly
frying.
don't know. Straight
Dashy
up,
got a
like,
new girlfriend and he got the e-girl buff. And he
If I
has just been
may.
on one.
If I may, real fast. Kamzy just has a response. I got Optic Texas 3-0. Subliners. No, I got Legion 3-2. Thieves 3-0. And Surge 3-1.
I could see it. I just think that FaZe might take it because they're just so dominant.
Sorry, Cloud, that was for you, pal.
They basically threw their online so they could play the better teams first. Just saying.
Exactly.
There you
oh,
go.
like another team.
Like
That
another
is
team.
crazy.
Yeah, we
Basically.
wow, it's like they're almost okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you're right. I should change that pick. I hate the
Woo!
subliners.
It's
But yeah, no, that's really it. The major will be next weekend.
Which
I'm
we'll talk
probably
about.
going with Optic to win just because of how dominant they looked, but Land's a different beast, so you could see
Mhm.
anyone make a run. Thieves,
You know what, Kamzy?
Thieves are
I
going to be
got
there.
you. Minnesota Rocker is going to win.
They're
No
going
kidding.
0-2. They're going to
Yeah.
lose against the Thieves. Then they're going to drop down. I'll probably lose to the Ravens. I don't know. I can't say that.
No hope.
We're better than the bottom 3. Not by much though.
Mutineers winning this, boys.
We're like Optic. We find ways to lose. That's just how
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
London can be
London-
demons. Hell yeah. That's so
Yeah.
true.
But they also could be shitters.
Yeah, it's
They've
like a
won
hit or
5
miss.
maps.
If scraps and a sim go off, dude, it's over. If they
Yeah,
pop
that's
up,
only happened 5 times.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If they go off.
And one of those was their series win, so they had 3 in one match.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to the best esport in the world. Jokingly, I say, is League of Legends.
Oh.
Like League.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
I'm taking LPL right here.
Okay.
Because I have some heartbreaking.
It wasn't really heartbreaking.
It's actually pretty based. You think about
Heart's been
My-
broke so many times.
My team, Edward Gaming, losing to Billy Gaming. I don't know how the fuck they lost.
Because
Now
Billy
my-
Billy.
Hey, BZ, want some salt in the wound for this one? Billy's an
then-
animation studio for anime. What? Yeah. That's their animation studio.
Edward's named after a good
Edward.
CIS player. in
Okay, all
Counter-Strike.
right, get back to talking. I don't want to.
And then Billy went on to lose after Edward Gaming. After after defeating my boys, they went on to fucking lose to JD Gaming, whoever the hell those people are. I don't know anything about League, but all what I know is Edward Gaming will get the revenge come. What's the next League of Legends tournament coming up here soon, boys?
They didn't make it to it. They didn't make it to MSI. Sorry.
They didn't make it to MSI.
Well, guess what? 2024 is a new year, boys. Okay, 2024 is
They're gonna get them in the next qualifier.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Damn fucking straight.
They're a little
Damn
crazy.
fucking straight they are.
Yeah.
I can't fucking wait. Honestly.
Right.
Now mind you, when doing this podcast, I will be sure to learn everybody's names come next qualifier on Edward Gaming and nobody else. So
I'm actually gonna quote him this. If he can do it, then something will happen on his Twitch. Just say that.
Not E2 I have. And then came switch of Counter-Strike. Anyways, it was literally a minute. Yeah.
I'm gonna jump over the LJL here for Japan. Sengoku Gaming actually lost against Detonation Focus Me. I know that these two teams were at the top of their region, but it was a bit of an upset for Sengoku to actually lose this. And they lost 3-0. So I don't know what happened, but it was a complete wipe. They did not even get past 30-minute games.
Mm-hmm. They got shit on. Just to be frank about it.
Well, there's someone else that got shit on, Cam.
Yeah. Well, jumping off of that and pretending you didn't say that and going to Brazil, one of actually something I didn't really see happening. I think when we first did this and I was talking about Pain, I didn't think Pain was going to make it this far, but they made it to the grand final. Lost to Loud 3-0. And I mean, I'm not surprised. Loud looked really good. All guess split for this. They looked really good, and I'm not really surprised, but I'm kind of surprised to see Payne got there. GG's to Payne. At least trying, showing up. Get participation trophy for that one.
Hey, at least I can say Edward took two games away from Billy.
Yes.
Payne didn't
Well, not-
even do that to Loud.
Yes, thanks, PC. Yeah.
Yep, you're welcome. Yeah, I'll
was-
talk about
That
it.
was also
Writing down.
Yep,
Okay.
my boys on Edward
Here we go.
leave.
Gotcha.
I'll do Latin
Ofo.
America here. The Latin America Grand Finals.
Hog.
We had Rainbow 6 Karma. I'm just joking. Rainbow 7 versus 6 Karma. Rainbow 6, get it. Yeah. Punny. Rainbow 7 with the easy 3-2.
Easy
Over
3-2.
6 Karma.
Okay.
Easy. I don't think that's an easy 3-2 there, brother.
No, it was a hard fought match to the very end.
Two games went over 30 minutes, but other than that, it looks like one game went 26, another game went 24 to 6 Karma.
Ooh,
And then
24. Ooh.
Yeah. They won both the 26-24 game, but Rainbow 7 had a 39, a 31, and the last one, it does not say the time for it. So I don't know.
Oh, I guess it really didn't matter.
Yeah, I guess so.
And we do have the EU Overlords over in LEC here.
Woo!
They actually did
Yeah.
finish their groups.
Yeah. they did.
Very surprising. We had Group A was Vitality and Mad Lions making it out 2-0. Mad Lions was 2-1. Stralis and who we talking? Oh, Fnatic. Yeah, Fnatic went 0-2. Absolutely just got
you want to
trashed.
make fun of Edward? How about we make fun of Fnatic, motherfucker?
Then
I watched this.
then for Group B we had BDS and G2 making it out, and Koi and SK were eliminated. Thank God G2 made it out, so now they're gonna make the full run and win this grand final.
Okay, yeah.
And to quickly see those matchups, I'm pretty sure it is G2 versus Mad Lions first, then it's Vitality versus BDS. Then or is it like
Predictions
that?
on that, Dom?
Is it like that? Hold on.
I think
BDS.
so. I think that's about right.
Okay, no.
I mean,
Yeah, so those would be the two matches. Personally, G2 is going to go all the way and just win it. They should.
Okay.
That roster is the best.
it's good. On paper, it's good. Yeah. It's the best. Yeah.
But I would not be
But-
surprised to see Vitality actually take this one home.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying here, boys. G2 could just drop out of the tournament and have SK Gaming come back in or Fnatic come back in and win the entire thing.
Okay,
So Fnatic can
anywho,
lose. Okay, gotcha.
I am, yeah, okay, all right. You don't have to keep rubbing that into my face here. Vitality, I really like their roster. I'm going to go with Vitality winning it all. I would love to see G2 win it, of course, because G2, I don't really mess with G2 too much, but I do like Caps, so I'll let that slide, I guess. But I do like Kaiser and I like Perks. Kind of. I've grown to like him. I used to not like him too much. And Upset, I was so happy to see Upset come back. I'm so happy. I like Upset. He's my favorite. Sorry. All right, I'm done.
Ah.
I'm going with Mad Lions.
Oh, yeah, that's a good pick too. They have Parzi and was it Helsing? Ew, probably butchered that.
That's just me making a guess because I don't. The only thing I
Niski.
really.
Niski, they have Niski.
I like
You have
BDS.
Mad Lions. Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's a little surprising. I don't know if I agree with that, but I mean, I can see it. I think that these four teams are
Just let it
definitely.
happen.
I think these four teams are definitely like dominant teams, so they definitely are well deserving.
Well, we
of
can talk
this,
about
though.
Astralis being 6-3 and not even making past the
Right.
group anyway. But
Yeah, to talk about 1-1-3 though is still goaded.
Now, moving over. Hate to move you guys over, but we're going to be
Okay.
talking about VCS
Oh, okay.
with the
guess.
upper bracket semifinals. We got GAM Esports beating Cerberus. Team Wales losing to SBTC Esports.
Right.
So that upper bracket final will be GAM versus SBTC Esports. Lower bracket semifinal, we got Cerberus versus Wales.
Bless me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Cerberus
appreciate that.
taking that. I'm just saying. I feel like that they should change this up a little bit, right? Since it seems like they got nobody for the lower bracket final, here's what you can do. Take some of these other teams that already got out of like their region and put them into different ones so they're facing different types of players and everything. So imagine Cerberus versus say Fnatic Cam,
Can we just
or
mute him?
maybe Edward versus Cerberus.
Can we just mute
And
him?
so
Get him out of here.
Fisher can
this
get a literally
these
there
are for MSI, the mid-season invitational.
Oh,
I can
this is even for the
Yeah.
major?
no, this is
Oh,
for
not for
mid-season.
Worlds, brother.
Never mind.
Yeah, thank God. Okay,
Fine.
fine. He's gone, guys.
Edward
He's
will
gone. Like I said.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah. So I'm not
Oh, I'm
surprised.
not.
I'm not surprised to see GAM win that, but I am actually I'm not surprised because all these top 4 or top 2, 3, 4 teams are very, very close. Yeah, I mean you got 9-5 for Wales. CBTC was 9-5. Cerberus was 8-6. Those 3 teams are highly close together. I would be surprised to see GAM lose after going 14-0.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'd be fun to watch him lose, but I would be surprised. Just as like an underdog type of thing. Okay, BC. All right, BC. I don't like that face, bro.
He heard you.
You're
He
not
heard
gonna
underdog.
like this.
Oh God, here we go. Go ahead, BZ. You're making
So,
a fire.
Moving on to Counter Strike.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Dom, don't you even dare groan
There
at
we
that because
go.
you're happy as well. Look, we had a little bit of difficulty in the qualifiers. We had a little bit of difficulty, but FaZe Clan wins decider bracket. Phase up until it's phased out when we
Phase-
ultimately lose the major
phase
because we're
down.
contenders. Dude, I
Phase
can't
down.
wait
There is no
for the
phase up.
finals of FaZe to lose to fucking the Mongols. I can't fucking wait. Even though I'm literally going to buy a FaZe jersey just in case if they win the last final CS:GO major. And also, there's a conspiracy theory out here, boys. I don't know if you heard about this, but FaZe just threw the games in the qualifiers. You see, they just threw those so they could face lower ranked teams in the decider bracket. Little did they know that Cloud9 was going to be there as well.
Well, I want to add something to that. Twist also did say the longer he's in a tournament, or all of FaZe Clan they're in the tournament, the stronger they are. So I think this is a power move going on here.
Same here.
Round
They
one
want to make it
exit.
difficult.
Round one
It
exit.
is- All right, just starting off with the standings here for the RMR Bs, because I'm gonna just pretend BZK did not say what he just said. We had nine, the Polish / Swedish organization, beat G2, Big, and 2-0'd Vitality to make it to Legends stage. Huge.
Good on them.
Hades,
It's not like
the-
they didn't face anyone.
well,
Yeah,
that's two,
They
and nine
faced the two, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
two top five
G2
teams.
is top team in the world, number 1 right now, because FaZe is not up there. And then Vitality, I think, is like number 5, right, or number 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And nine
And
here.
Big's always decent.
Nine. I kind of foresaw nine making it. I didn't think they were gonna 3-0, but I foresaw them making it. They've looked really good in tier 2 for a while, and they've also done well against tier 1 competition. So seeing them go 3-0, they still just love the hard work that's paying off for them. And actually, Hades is on that team. That used to be the Ensopper, if you remember Hades from last year. Anywho, moving on. Heroic, another 3-0. They had a little bit of an easier run here. They faced 500, which is a casino in, I think, Norway, sponsored casino team. They beat them, which is the Bulgarian lineup. They beat Aurora, which is a Russian lineup. And then they beat, I want to say it's a Russian lineup, or Kazakhstan or whatever. I don't know how to say that word. Kazakhstan, yeah. And then they 2-0'd Monty, which no surprise there. But Monty is another surprise, actually. So maybe getting 2-0ing them is not surprise, but they went 3-1 in this, beating Ents, Cloud9, losing to Heroic, and beating Force 2-0 on that.
Now,
Force has looked really good with the Russian lineup. Go ahead.
they have, and I will say this though, looking at these other 3-0 matchups, you see Heroic versus Monty.
Yeah.
They go 2-0, right?
Right.
I honestly feel like, now this is no shot at Fours, because honestly, they're looking spectacular. But I feel like, though, like, it wasn't, how say Heroic, in my opinion, could be a number 1 team in the world,
Right.
versus Force or Monty. It was evenly matched. So that's why 2-0 kind of seems like, oh, like how? I feel like it's
Yeah.
evenly matched to where maybe Force takes a map and everything, but we'll talk about them in a second.
It was a good game,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Which I watched some of it. I watched a lot of clips of it.
Right. It was a good game, to say the least. It just it wasn't so surprising because Monty's just been hot lately. So it's still good team. Well done to them. Moving on though to Vitality, beat Astralis. No surprise there. Astralis is definitely a shell of their former self. NIP, another team that's a shell of their former self as well. Losing to 9, which is what we talked about a little bit earlier. Surprise there, but not surprised there as well.
2-0 is the surprise.
It is a surprise. That 2-0 is definitely a surprise. But then Vitality scraping away in a 2-1 victory over Big to get a 3-1 spot. And then the next one under them, number 5, was G2. Losing to 9, which was surprising in the first round on Nuke. But that's the thing about best of ones, is anyone can win. It's like what they say in NFL football: anyone can win on any given Sunday.
Now,
so it is the same way for this.
Here's the thing, though. I truly believe this. Nico, Nico from G2, how he missed a shot on Nuke in the major. I think it gave him a bit of PTSD. Not gonna lie, that is still the most hilarious blunder. Like they would have won the major.
Okay.
I believe it.
Moving away from your copium, they beat iNation, they beat Aurora, and then 2-0'd Cloud9. Really no surprise on any of them. Fun fact about this match: iNation was actually what gave Nico, Hunter, and a bunch of other people within his country a start. It's where they started. So that was pretty cool to see that iNation matchup. Force, we were just talking about them. 3-2. Lost to Cloud9. Kind of not really surprised on that one. Beat Ents and Nip. Not a surprise on those. Lost to Monty and then beat Aurora. NIP. Now this is what surprised me. I was surprised NIP made it. Because Aurora actually looked pretty decent in my opinion in terms of the matches they played, and they were close. They NIP won against Eternal Fire. No surprise there. Eternal Fire is the Turkish team. With the what was that roster from Boston Major? Do you remember, BZ, by any chance? It doesn't matter anyways. But you know
I
what I'm
know
talking about.
it's their
Space soldiers.
space soldiers. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also they have Xanderus.
Yes, yep. And then they lost to Vitality on Vertigo, lost to Force, won against Astralis 2-0, which was kind of surprising on that one because I actually think between the two teams, Astralis was better. But Config got his revenge against the Astralis team that dropped him. So that was nice to see. And then they 2-0'd Big, which Big and them are like on the same level. I mean, kind of surprised.
Like I'm just happy to see a team that I once rooted for in the major.
Yeah, of course. Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, I definitely am happy to see NIP. I think Alexa B gets a lot of shit. And then last one, I'm gonna go over here. BZ, you can if anyone else wants to take over after me, I'm gonna go over just the Ents one. Ents going down 0-2, losing against Monty and Force, beating iNation in a best of 3, beating 500 in a best of 3, and then beating Cloud9 in the best of 3.
All 2-0s.
All 2-0s. Looking very well. They're finally Nertz is finally looking very healthy in his role, and I'm excited to see what Ents can do at this major. But I will go ahead and pass it along to whoever else wants to take the rest of them. Anyone?
I would just say quickly go over these. You could, because they're all losers.
Yeah,
losers.
I mean, KMC, if you want,
I was just to say Cloud9, they went 2-3. Big went 2-3. Aurora 2-3. 500 1-3.
Hold on. I got this one.
Oh,
I got another hot take.
Here we go. Okay.
First off, 500 Astralis and Eternal Fire all 1-3. 500 losing Inferno to Inferno. Yep, that's a map. Yep, there.
You mean Phases map? Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. RIP Boss Major. Anyways, Heroic, they lost to Heroic on Inferno. Spirit, they beat somehow on Mirage. It's not really about the map. It's just that was a comeback victory. Honestly, that's how I see it. The only team that they beat inside this entire thing. Then they lost to Big on Anubis, and then Ents 0-2. Now we have Astralis. I'll get to them in a second. Eternal Fire, they lost to NIP on Mirage. They beat Astralis on Vertigo. They lost to Cloud9 on Vertigo, and they lost to Aurora 1-2. Now Astralis, again, as Cam said, not looking like their former selves and everything. And as Camzy has always said, I think it's because they ain't scoping down with their AUGs anymore. So now they are known as
just
Astralis.
wait till CS2 and the AUG is meta.
Yep. Or when you can somehow they give them a buff and everything, and they get to aim down sights with everything. RIP AUG Astralis. Then moving on to iNation 0-3, losing Anubis to Big, losing Ancient to G2, and then losing 0-2 for Ents, and then Team Spirit losing to Aurora on Ancient, 500 on Mirage, and 1-2 for Astralis. Not Augstralis, Astralis. Because if it was Augstralis, they would be 3-0. We can move on now.
Well, if I may say, it was one thing that was kind of funny about these iNation stuff is that at one of the Ents matches, 16 out. They got 16 out.
Just hang it up, eh?
Yeah.
Back to tier 2.
On Nuke. Nuke 16-0, baby.
To go over all the Legends, Challengers, and Contenders. For Legends, we got Navi, 9, Furia, Fnatic, Heroic, Into the Breach, Vitality, Bad News Eagles. Challengers, we got Monty, Pain, G2, Gamer Legion, Boars, Apex, NIP, and OG. And then Contenders, we got Ents, Mouse, Liquid, Greyhound, Complexity, the Mongols, Fluxo, and the team that's going to get 4th place. They're not going farther than that. FaZe Clan.
FaZe Clan,
Hey, FaZe up, FaZe
first
up.
round,
Face up.
one and done.
Anyways, I do want to ask you guys.
Uh-huh.
Let's make a little bit of predictions. Not who's going to win the major, but who I think is it 2 teams out of each spot, if I'm not mistaken?
The matches for the first round have actually came out.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, they are out. Let me pull them up here, and I will gladly tell you what we're looking at for those first round matchups for the challenger stage.
Oh, they
Let's
actually
see
did.
here.
Yep.
Yep. So starting with Monty and FaZe, what's our predictions? Let's hear it, BZ. Go ahead, BZ. Let's hear it. Go ahead,
You
buddy.
know, FaZe going to win.
Okay.
Unlike their stocks, it's going to go
That's all you
FaZe
had to
up.
say.
Unlike
Yep.
their stocks, that is
Yeah.
FaZe down. They're
Yeah.
going to beat Monty. I'm sorry.
Camzy, let's go ahead and hear it from you, pal.
You know,
Please don't make it a long one, man. We're gonna be here all night if you start
it's
talking.
just like I want to say Monty,
Oh my
Go on,
God.
Cope, Gamesy.
but I just don't know if they got that dog in them. You know,
These are
SDY
best
is
of
on
ones,
there.
right?
These are best of ones. Any given day.
we're going Monty.
All right. Dom,
FaZe.
I'm gonna have to agree with FaZe on this one. I'm gonna take the safe route on this one. Pain versus Fluxo.
Pain.
Pain, okay.
I'm gonna go with Fluxo because I
Okay.
like Phelps.
So reason why I like this matchup here, or at least in general, I like Phelps, but VSM banned from Valve, banned from majors,
Yep.
unbanned first major. I love it. I'm gonna
Yep.
go with Fluxo only for that storyline. But if I'm being quite honest with you, that's coping, and it's gonna be Pain that wins this.
Yeah,
But-
I'm going Pain.
Yeah, but I'm going for Fluxo on this one. Okay, next one, G2 versus the
G2.
Mongols. Yeah, I knew you were
Yeah,
gonna say that one.
G2.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but yeah, G2.
I'm gonna just, since I'm not the same as everyone else, I'm just gonna go with Mongols just to see what happens.
Just pick G2,
Nope, because the Mongols actually are a Mongolian team, of course, and they are
and they're gonna
very.
get mopped.
But I don't think they will. They've actually put up very good stats against tier 1 teams, and
16-8.
they play like old Astralis in a way.
So Augs.
No, not Augs, but actually strat wise, they look really good. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a wipe. I'm just saying I could see them winning 16-14, and that's gonna be my score. I'm just gonna do everyone else pick G2. So, Gamer Legion versus Complexity.
If you guys want
Complexity.
Gamer
Cope,
Legion.
you guys can.
Go ahead,
Complexity.
just
Gamer Legion.
Gamer Legion Complexity. BZ.
You go first game.
Okay, Complexity.
Gamer
I know-
Legion.
I know it's not
Oh,
gonna be. It's not gonna
the
happen.
NA Cope Master has gone.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Complexity can win, but also Acor is on Gamer Legion, and I've also been like a little fan of Gamer Legion ever since Scream was on it, along with Dennis as well. They had a bunch of kind of like older like European stars on there that I do like watching, so that's why I
Yeah.
say Gamer Legion.
Okay, well, I respect that. I think Acor's a beast, and Suhi, I believe
Okay.
Suhi's their IGL. He was actually with Mao's Next, their academy team, and he is probably the best IGL in the world that is not on a tier 1 organization, I should say.
Okay.
So I do think Gamer Legion probably will win this, but I'm gonna go with NA Cope and take Complexity on this one. Next one is gonna be Fours versus Greyhound.
Fours.
Fours.
Fours. Go ahead, BZ. Are you gonna be the odd man out now?
Bro, it's an
Are you gonna
Australian
go
team.
for
They're
it?
not winning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an Australian team. They're winning. Liaz, go and pull up and kick the shot for
Now
us.
this is the same
Get this
Australian
guy
team.
out
All
of
right,
Well, hold
no,
on, hold on.
just let him cook. I would just move on from that. Jesus.
I was just saying though, they beat Cloud9 at Rio, so they did beat Cloud9.
Oh, the Cloud9 that's not here.
Well, yes, but that was when they were good.
Oh,
Cloud9
okay. I was
good.
just saying.
Playoffs Cloud9. Next is Liquid versus Apex. Oh, I swear to God. Liquid versus Apex. Jay Keem's on Liquid. Not Liquid. Oh, that'd be funny. Jacob is on Apex alongside Stico, Knock, JL, and Kicksan.
All right.
Liquid.
Knock was a very good opera when he was with NIP. So I actually am gonna take Apex on this one. I'm not gonna give in to NA Cope on
Sign
this
me
one.
up for Apex.
Yep.
Gamsy, I'm right there with you. NA Cope, baby.
I can't do it, man. Not
Team
on that
Liquid.
one. Apex
Team
are very
Liquid.
underrated.
They
but an older
are,
roster.
and they also have Stiko, Jacob, and Knock on there, who I love, and also Kubin, which was Virtus Pro's coach.
Yeah.
But still, NA Cope lives and breathes strong in this
So
land.
the last two matches are going to be really good. We have NIP versus Mouse.
Mouse.
Yep.
I say Mouse. I say Mouse barely, just by how they've been playing lately.
I'm
And
saying Nip
then-
just for Cope.
Okay, I respect that. And then the last one is OG versus ENCE, which I think is going to be a really good game. Yeah,
ENCE.
that ENCE.
Senpais is gonna carry.
I'm going to agree with ENCE because OG is without Nexa or Sexa. They're IGL. They have Nico standing in. So the Danish Nico. So budget Nico. Standing in. So I don't see OG getting away with this, but I see it being a very close game. I would say 16-13. ENCE is gonna win this one. Camsy didn't hear from you.
ENCE.
ENCE, okay. Forward for ENCE.
Now, also, just to clarify for Legend Stage, it is Navi,
Yeah.
9, Furia, Fnatic,
Yeah.
Heroic, Into the Breach, a UK team,
Yep.
Team Vitality, and B&E, or
Yeah.
Bad News Eagles.
One
Honestly,
of these things are not like the other. One of
Exactly.
these things are
Into
not
the
like
breach.
the other. Well, and I agree with you. But I'm gonna give them some slack here. They showed out amazingly at the previous
They did.
RMRs. They took out teams that they were not supposed to win against, and they even took Navi. They lost both games against Navi, but they actually looked pretty good.
They took Navi 22-19. Navi won that.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie though.
They looked really good.
That is a UK team.
Yeah.
I never thought in a million years I would see a UK team
Yeah.
be in a Counter-Strike major.
I will be honest with you. There was quite a few UK teams that have made it to RMRs that have done really well. And I'm happy to see it. It's about time.
Now, mind you, just looking at, Liquipedia and everything like that, their former squad actually consisted of my favorite opper in the entire world.
Yeah, you resemble
Somebody
him.
who, what?
You resemble him in game. Go ahead, tell him. Say the name.
Draken.
Yep.
I cannot hit.
Hit a shot. Yep. Thank
Yep.
you.
But guess what?
And
The
he hits an
hard ass
easy one.
shots, the one where people need protractors and shit, I'm just like, oop, dead. But like say Cam can be standing 3 feet in front of me, the barrel is in his chest. I can't hit it. I don't understand. That's why E2 Cloud 88 best opper.
He doesn't believe that, but that is
Cam's
and Dom
best opper.
and the Bomba.
Yeah.
The Damba.
But honestly,
What about me?
It's cool. Camsy, I mean,
He's shaking his head over. He's like, "What about me, bro? You just leave
yeah,
me out."
yeah, you're like me. We're aight. Yeah, we're okay. We're decent.
Unreal.
Camsy hits the
Now,
slowest flip in the world.
to kind of jump into like one last final topic for here, we have Nico. He tweets out, "I like how some people are saying that we are privileged and lucky to be part of all tier 1 events, and that tier 2, 3/3 teams have to grind so hard to get there." And he goes,
You motherfuckers.
"You motherfuckers don't even know what the real grind is. And I have been grinding my whole life to get where I am today. And I have been grinding when there was no online qualifiers every second week, no tier 2 events to prove yourself, no face it or whatsoever." I think ESA was around, but I'm not quite sure about that. But
Yeah.
nowadays,
Unless he's talking about like 1.6.
yeah. Nowadays, there's so many opportunities to prove yourself in so many different platforms, qualifiers, tier 2 events daily, and you still cry how hard it is to get into tier 1 events. Here's my take: if these tier 2 or 3 teams want to be in these tier 1 events, why don't they just win out in the tier 2 events? Why do they drop maps at all? Why aren't they going
Exactly.
Why aren't they going 15-0? Why aren't they
If you
beating
think you
tier
belong
1
in the
teams?
tier 1 tournament, why the fuck aren't you there?
Yeah.
Why
If you're good enough, you'll
yeah.
make it.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
simple.
Why aren't you beating
Exactly.
tier 1 teams if you're a tier 2 team?
There's
It's
a
not
reason
because
we're doing a fucking
anything else.
podcast and
Yeah.
not fucking in tier 1.
Yeah.
We realize we
like-
fucking suck.
Well,
like
here's
for
go ahead, BC. I
yeah,
wanna hear
so
your
like
take.
this is honestly this isn't a hot take because I do agree with Nico. I straight up do. Sorry, Cam, fix your fucking chair. For me personally, as a player, having to and also IGL and owning my org at one point, having players who are complaining about this is literally like you can go fuck yourself. Straight up. It pisses me off so fucking much if you are complaining about this. If you are complaining, look, there's other shit. You can get better. Trust me. I suck at this fucking game now. I
Yeah,
am washed.
Yeah, right.
Shut the fuck up.
Old man
You're
reaction.
right there with me. But my
Oh.
thing is Nico honestly he's true here. Like if you are complaining about how hard this is or complaining how easy it is, you shouldn't, as Kamsey said, you should not be dropping tier 2 maps or
That was
tier 2
dumb.
tournaments.
Yeah.
It's a dog.
Also,
yeah.
one other thing, Nico is kind of wrong somewhat about the face it thing. Like there is ESEA, but I want to say that he is talking about how FPL,
yeah.
like kind of like some
Yes.
rocks, for example, that's how he came up. So I kind of want to say like that's where he's coming from, where like FPL wasn't that big, technically that big when Nico was like coming up and everything, or say Hunter or some shit. But at the same time, I want to say even like when I first started playing and first started watching, I heard about FPL stars and everything like that. So bit
So here's the thing. FPL is, and this is NA proved this here. So I don't. European's a little bit different, but FPL you cannot in NA you cannot prove yourself. It was back
No.
back
Yeah.
when the best years of NA Counter Strike, FPL was basically a retirement home for all the
Yep.
old heads like Hiko and Last
This isn't
and all them.
FPL. This is a
This is
major.
major.
This was they didn't feel like competing in tier 1 events back then. But to actually bounce off your take here, because that was a little bit off topic, to bounce off your take, me and Dom were talking about this before the podcast. They're in CS and Rocket League too, because we were talking about that as well, because he showed me the Rocket League stuff. CS and Rocket League are the two esports that have the biggest prize pools in terms of their tier 2 scenes and the biggest, the most popular tier 2 scenes. There is no excuse for a tier 2 team to be bitching and moaning, especially since the A tier events within CS actually include tier 1 and tier 2 talent. That way, they're always facing tier 1 talent in Europe and CIS in those two regions. So that's why you see these types of RMRs stack up, where you see these names like 9 and stuff going 3-0, because they're always facing these teams. They know
Exactly.
G2.
Yeah.
They know Vitality. They faced them hundreds of thousands of times. Probably not that much, but you get my point. They faced them a bunch. So tier 2 scene, there's no excuse for people to be bitching and moaning. There is too much out there. I think I saw a total of, I want to say, over a couple million in tier 2 money. That's A tier events. That doesn't include B tier events that are under 50K. Me and Dom were looking at it. There was over like 50 events that were over like 25K.
Now,
They can
Go ahead.
make plenty of money, and
Yeah.
you got these orgs
so
as well.
my thing is, because I saw this, I don't know, didn't didn't this all spark because of a player?
yes.
And,
I don't know who. I don't remember who, but yes. It was
Okay.
because of a player
Yeah.
bitching.
Yeah, and again, how I see it still, Nico 100% correct here.
Yeah.
Besides, again, the face it thing or whatever. But like for me personally, like about the tier 2 shit, you like look at some of these fucking teams. Like prize money, like say B&E for example. Perfect example actually. Literally, I think from a LAN cafe, I want to say. And now I think they haven't.
They're
They
looking
have,
like old Copenhagen Flames.
Yeah.
In terms of how successful they've been.
yeah, and I'm just like you look at that and you're just like, well, how did they do that? Tier 3, tier 2 tournaments,
Yes, tier 3
and
and tier
then
2
getting
tournaments are
into
amazing.
tier 1.
It's
Now,
like they
mind
were
you-
winning. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
and now
they
mind you,
were.
sometimes these teams like literally sometimes they won't be invited to these tier 1 teams, which does suck.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you are winning these, and if you're bitching or whatever, these organizers will look at you, and now mind you, most of the time it doesn't happen, but it could happen to where, oh, we have an invite. There's this team that is doing good, everything like that, and then there's this team that's also doing good, but they are bitching about
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
They're not going to
the only
invite
thing
you
I would
at all.
say is the only thing that they can't control are permanent partner teams. That's the only thing
Yeah.
they can't control. But then
True.
again, if you're winning, you're gonna be invited, or you're gonna be in the world rankings. You
Yeah.
are.
Or you're
Yeah.
going to be in the fucking qualifiers.
And you
Exactly.
can sustain tier 2. Look at Copenhagen. I was just telling Dom this earlier. Last year, between the time they dropped their roster that was a major roster to a tier 2 roster of up and coming talents like, well, not really up and coming, but Burup, TMB, Bird from Sky, those Danish, that tier 2 Danish roster, they won 5 B tier events, all equaling up more than 25,000 apiece, which is
Yeah.
over 100K in earnings for between a 3-month period of time. 3 months period,
And-
you made 100K.
Yeah.
120. That's ridiculous.
And
You can't say
let's
you
be
don't
honest
have
here as well.
chances.
These tier 2 tournaments and events and everything
Right.
are sometimes literally these tier 2 teams. This is their only fucking esport most of the time.
Yeah.
And these tournaments are supplying them with the fucking money.
Look at the Academy League. The Academy
Yeah.
League has produced so many top tier talents. Look at Miles' roster. 3 Academy players and they've done really well.
Hell,
they
and
came from
IP
tier 2.
technically as well. Yeah.
Yeah, they've all come from tier 2. Look at Modesty. Modesty's the biggest one. He came from tier 2.
Yeah.
And if you're good, you're gonna get invited to tier 1.
I mean,
So it's just
one
people- it's
example
It's coping.
I can use is what back in Rio. Yeah, okay, I got it here. Yeah, back in Rio, Navi played Luminar. It was 16-5, and guess what? Electronic went 41-10.
Yeah.
I don't think you're ready if someone on that team is dropping 40+ kills.
Yeah.
As a team,
I
you're
don't
not ready.
think so.
Maybe individually, you might be better because one person can't carry a whole team. But
Yeah.
as a team, as a whole, you cannot expect to perform like that and get an invite to a tier 1 event. That's just and another thing too. And this is something I love about CS is qualifiers. They do qualifiers for everything. So if you don't make it, you just didn't do well in the qualifiers. So you don't deserve to be there. You don't deserve. You don't see me bitching and moaning that 9 made it to Legends. I made a joke about it. You don't see me bitching about it, though. They deserve to be there. They proved themselves to be in the Legends stage of this next major.
Yeah, they killed
it.
Same with Into the Breach. Into the Breach is the same way. They deserve to be where they were at. I don't really fully know about Legends if they deserve to be there. I'll be honest with you because they got RNG'd into Legends, but they deserve to be at the major. They deserve to be there. They deserve to at least be a challenger team at the very least.
Kamzy, what's your take on this?
Yeah.
I was just say back to Valorant. Crew just tied at 1-1 with EG.
Oh, dope.
Let's go.
But
Crew.
I think that the tier 2 scene is decent for, well, not decent, better than decent.
It's one of the
Yeah.
best
But
out there.
if you want to make it to tier 1, win your fucking matches.
Exactly.
It's one of the
Easy
best
enough.
scenes. You can live comfortably in tier 2. I'll be honest with you.
All right.
With all the money, yeah.
All right. I mean, we don't really have any closing notes.
My
But-
closing notes is I played X Defiant. It's nice that COD's got some competition.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyways, there'll be supply drops with a 10+ percentage on damage for your next gun for
Let's
COD now.
go. Use code Kamzy.
No really other
Now-
news. The only thing I saw on Jake's Twitter was
Was
a
not-
it was
Look
the
at that.
knife and the AK skin that sold for
Oh.
$500,000.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
gonna be my next skin. I'm gonna buy that.
Well, Cam, I don't know if you saw this or not, but did you look at what skin it was?
Yeah, I've already seen it.
Oh,
I
okay.
saw it earlier this morning.
Oh yeah, fucking. Of course, it's a goddamn scar pattern, fucking case hardened AK, fucking probably StatTrak factory new with 4 Titan hollows on it.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You're a skin nerd as such as me. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Now,
what you're
I
talking about.
will say, there was one thing that I did want to talk about real quick. Oh
Happy
yeah,
birthday, Dick Stacy. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. First off, happy birthday to me and my mother and my uncle.
And Dick
Yes.
Stacy.
Yeah,
You're
and Dick
Australian?
Stacy.
Thank you.
Wait,
Australian, you know?
when was his birthday?
Today. It's his birthday.
Oh,
Dick
happy
Stacy's birthday
birthday,
today.
Dick!
Yeah.
Love you.
One more birthday. We
Love
got
you.
Karma.
I still
Bad
buy
Karma.
your stickers all the time.
Bad Karma, who was on the
Uh,
podcast
birthday,
last
Karma.
episode. Happy birthday to him as well.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Happy
happy birthday,
birthday.
Karma. Yep. But April 15th, Jake tweeted out, FaZe Banks has called FaZe out demanding the brand back. I just want to say,
And the thing is, it's too late. That brand is
Yeah, it
the
is.
corporate brand now.
Apologize.
You're not gonna get that back.
yeah, it's a big GG moment right there. Like I don't see FaZe ever going back there, or like going back to like FaZe.
Right.
I
Yeah.
guess.
To read chat off real quick, we got Vets, OSRS. He says, "What about OSRS? Old school RuneScape Battle Royale number 4 was back in 2020. There has been no event for 2023. If there is an event for 2023, we will cover it. That's all I gotta say.
Also,
Just for you."
something else about Valorant that some people may have not talked about, because of course, fucking Valorant, best game ever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Another butterfly knife came out.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
I'm
Right.
just saying,
They
it was literally a copy paste of like probably 85%
They dropped the
fade.
whole CS:GO default skins for $70 in a
Yeah.
bundle.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if the skins for the butterfly knives are true, but it's literally like a sapphire and a fade.
It's
I
like
watched Anomaly talk about it.
it's like a rare Easter egg, like the
You
falchion
don't
knife
think that's an
emote.
Easter egg if you have to pay for it, my guy?
No, you pay for the whatever, but like the coloring is an Easter egg.
Guys,
on
maybe they're just paying homage to the greatest FPS of all time. You
They
know?
fucking better be. Fucking
Oh man. All right.
keep to your goddamn like Nerf knives and everything like that. Fucking, I hate the toy box collection in Val.
We-
Yeah,
They
you
actually,
hate-
I will say this, Val does
You're
have
just
some
a
pretty cool
hater in
skins.
general for Valorant, so it's okay.
No, I started watching it recently.
All right. All right. We do
Like, just do that.
appreciate all of you guys being here.
Oh my God,
We appreciate everyone being here. We are gonna raid
Apparently.
Karma here. It's his birthday. Go in there and say happy birthday if you're still here. Give him a little bit of love, just
to
Karma.
also to
Karma.
everybody that watches on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. Seriously, you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you. Shout out to everybody that listens elsewhere. Literally have take off the hat.
Oh,
I'm bald.
old. Oh,
And
because
it's
all
gonna be
because of
like
the
this
sport.
for a while here.
Yep. He's an egg.
And yeah.
Egg ZK. Slobbed on the.
Nah, okay. Anyways,
Nope.
thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you. Bye byes.
Bye.